So this week I went to do the safety exam or the safety inspection at the Maryland Vehicle Department or Division, and my motorcycle, which is a Honda 2006 VTX 1300, did not pass, even though all the lights, signal lights, stop lights, horn, brakes, everything, headlights, everything was working well. But the odometer was kind of blackish. You could not read the numbers, and apparently here in Maryland that is an issue. Your odometer needs to work in order to pass the inspection. Don't ask me why that is a safety concern. I really don't understand, but it is a rule or the law here in Maryland. So I searched for this display online for a 2006 VTX 1300. Now in year 2021, the price tag is $260 to $300. I couldn't believe. I mean, the speedometer works, the signal lights work, and you can see everything is in pristine condition because I've kept this motorcycle inside and well protected. But because I had it stored for a while, I guess that the heat in the warehouse or the sun over time melt the film in the odometer. So you don't see it here because I already replaced it, but it was basically, it looked like burn. It was black. So I did some research. Apparently that had happened before to other people, and I'll show you what I did to replace the film on top of the odometer using a polarized film. Some people use a Samsung polarized film. I use one that I found in Amazon, and I'll show you exactly which one I bought. So this is the film that I use. Is a polarized film. It's used for many things, but basically it works for the fixing displays on ATVs, motorcycles, radios, you name it. Any electronics that need polarized film to be able to work. And what I did was, the size of the odometer in a 2006 VTX 1300 is about the size of a knife, or just one of these type of knives. What I did was I put it right in the corner, and I measured, I marked it, took it off, then I cut it off with the same knife. Just cut it here, and just imagine that right there. I cut it, took it off. It has an adhesive and a film on top to protect it. So this is under protector where the sticky side is attached to, and then on top it has another film. Anyway, just letting you know so that when you put it on your odometer, you remember to take that film off, because it's gonna affect the quality of the display. So here you go, just about this size. Took it off, put it on the odometer, and that fixed it. So you just have to type in Amazon Prime or Amazon, type polarized film, and it will give you tons of options. I bought the option that comes with 10 sheets. Obviously you don't need that many, but that was the package that would get here the faster. They sell, I think, a 5-sheet package, but that was going to take a little bit longer, and I really wanted to get this fixed, and in order to take my motorcycle and get it inspected. Anyway, here you go. Now let's go over what you got to do to work on the display on the motorcycle. So to take off this cover and display out of his motorcycle, you're going to have to take off these 6 screws, 3 here, 4, 5. Actually, it's I lied. It's 5 and 6 and 7. These 2 actually just hold the display to the chrome cover, and this 5 hold the cover in the motorcycle. And to do that, you're gonna have to take off first the gas cap, because otherwise you won't be able to take out the cover off. First take off the cap, and then take these 5 screws off, and then take off the cover. I'll show you in a minute how it's done. These 2 screws, one here and one here, are holding the chrome piece to the display. So you're gonna have to take them off. Again, this one and this one. You have to take these two screws off, this one right here and this one right here, to take this metal piece off the display so that you can work on the display. That'll make things a lot easier. So it's simply just these 2 screws, one here and one here. I would recommend you disconnect this button from the display right here. These two screws right there are holding this piece of chrome to the plastic display. That'll make it easier for you to work on. Actually, you have to take the chrome out anyway if you want to be able to take the plastic cover and get into the speedometer and odometer. So it's a must. Next thing you want to do is you want to take these screws. There's 4 screws that hold this plastic cover in place. Take the cover off. Now take the inner cover off, which is on top of the speedometer. Take these 2 screws off. There's one here, and very carefully take the needle off as well. After you do that, and I'm not going to do it here because I'm already finished with the work and I don't want to mess it up again. You're going to see these 2 taps, one here, one here. That is holding the face of the speedometer. You're going to lift up that face of the speedometer. It's going to be glued in 4 spots. So you just have to very carefully peel it off one at a time. Once you peel it off, you can twist the speedometer upside down, and that's going to expose the display. You can peel off the paper or the bad paper or film that is on top of the odometer, and then replace it with a film that I showed earlier in this video. If it comes with a glue, it's better because you just glue it in and it will come out, or finish at the end. It's going to look like this, very neat, no bubbles. If the film doesn't have glue, then you just have to glue it in the corners so that it is secure and there's no space between the display and the film. That way it's neatly flat and no bubbles. Then put everything back in place just like it was. When I took the needle off and I tried to put it back, it didn't want to stick in place. So I had to use some school grade glue. I didn't want to use crazy glue because, or super glue, because at any time if I want to be able to take it off and take off, you know, this back out again and fix anything that requires a needle to come off, I don't want it to be fixed or permanently fixed. I want it to come off easily, so I just use school grade glue, and just to secure it as a motorcycle rides, it doesn't come off. There you have it, folks. Working as new. A $16, well, 18 with tax, $18 fix instead of a $300 investment. Working as new.